If you're watching this video, that means you want to dig deeper. That's why this is called Digging Deeper. And the question today is, how can we go a bit further? How can we be sure that we're going to heaven? Is there anything extra we can do? Well, if we look at the passage that we had learned earlier in the lesson before, we remember that Paul actually had done a lot of religious things on top of reading the Bible and praying, right? So in his past, Paul counted on his religious standing and status to be counted as righteous before God. What about us? What might we be tempted to rely on for our salvation? Many of us may draw ourselves into this lie, thinking that, okay, I'm a Christian already, but I want to be a good Christian, so I'm going to help on the worship team. I'm going to be an usher. I'm going to sort the chairs. I'm going to lay out the communion tray. I'm going to do Bible study on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Meaning Wednesday Bible study is a church, Friday cell group, Saturday Boys Brigade, Sunday church. All these things are good for you, but they are no effect on your salvation. The Bible tells us very clearly, it is our dependence on Jesus alone that we have a right standing with God. I wish I could have a list for you to say, okay, to be a good Christian, this is what you must do. And one of them will surely be spend 2 years serving full-time in the Boys Brigade headquarters, sure go to heaven. But that will be a lie. And more often than not, if that is true, nobody will be wanting to live a full life with the Boys Brigade in the office, right? Because why will be, I just do my time and I'm done, and then the BB no longer becomes a reflection of God's goodness. It ends up becoming a rudimentary thing that we must accomplish in order to enter heaven. No one would take it seriously. No one would take it to heart, and that's the point. That's why it's not the list that matters, but it's rather the Lord that had done His list for us, so that we might be righteous because of His sacrifice. Now some of you may say, how may that be fair? And the answer is, it's not fair. We don't want it to be fair. If you want it to be fair, the only fair thing that we deserve for the life that we live is hell and condemnation. But thanks be to God, it's not fair. For God demonstrates His love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. And only in that sacrifice alone we may enter heaven, because we may follow Him. I like the way the pastor once reminded me about the thief on the cross, the guy that was crucified next to Jesus, the one who said, Jesus, remember me when you are in heaven. To which then Jesus said this, I promise you this, right now on this day you'll be with me in paradise. What did the thief do? The thief was just a thief. He was not a follower or anything, but by seeing Jesus in that short moment he believed, and only in Jesus's gracious act. That's why the thief said the way he said, right? He said, remember me when you are in heaven, meaning only Jesus can help him. And Jesus kept that promise. Today you'll be with me in paradise. Can you imagine him suddenly appearing in heaven and all the angels gather around saying, what is he doing here? He's a thief. Maybe and can you imagine there was a list? Maybe he has a list and he has done most of the list. So we went through down one by one. How much do you know about the Bible? I don't know how to read. I'm a thief. How much do you know about doing good deeds? I've never done a good deed in my life. I'm a thief. I'm a robber. I'm a killer. What have you done to even deserve to go to heaven? I'm like, nothing. Absolutely not. In fact, the reason why I'm not alive today is because of the wrong I've done so greatly that the Roman soldiers even came in and decided to kill me. So all the angels were confused. They were like, where's the SOP for this? The angels then would look at him and just ask him this very simple question. On what basis or how did you end up being here in the first place? The only thing the man can say is, the one on the middle cross said I could come. The Lord Jesus, He is the one who I put my trust on, and He's the one who promised me, even today, you're with me in paradise. As you dig a little deeper today, are you doing these things to get into heaven? Or Or are you doing these things because you know you are heaven bound? It's a very different feel between one and the other, because one makes it a requirement, the other one is a gift. One is just a means to an end. The one actually gives the end first, and the means is a reflection of it. Dig a little deeper. Ask yourself, really, why are you doing these things? Is it because you think you need to do this for Christ? Or is it because you know what Christ has done for you?